Hi guys, let's make this beautiful dress on the thumbnail. So this is what I've made for her. That is my client. She did a photo shoot with it. So before the whole stoning thing on the band, this is it. It is looking beautiful. Now let's start, guys. So I'm going to teach you how to fold your fabric because the fabric is very big. So I use 4 yards of fabric. So let's say this is your pattern, this is your fabric, right? You just fold it into two. I'm teaching you two step. Yeah, so then you fold like this. That is number one step on how to fold. Yeah, so that will be front and back all together. Now the second one, which is the one I use, is I'm going to take my fabric and I'll fold it into two. The whole 4 yards, I'll fold it into two, just the way you see me doing on this paper. Then I am now going to fold like this. So whichever way you want to fold your fabric, it is fine. I use this second folding. So after teaching you how to fold, now let's get started with the tutorial. So I'm going to roll 1 inch first. That will be my starting line because I like having a starting line. So from that starting line, the next thing is to get the length of the dress. So measure your client or yourself, whatever length you want it to get to. That is what you are going to put. So I did 62 inches. The 62 is plus folding, that is hemming allowance. So after marking the 62 inches, I'm going to rule so I can cut off the excess length that I don't need. The next thing is to get the sleeve length. Now this is a kaftan or bubu. There's how you measure your sleeve length. You place your tape at the center of your back and measure all the way to your hand to where you want the sleeve to get to. So whatever measurement you have, you are now going to input it on your fabric. So that is where it is stopping. So I did 20 plus 2 inches for hemming the sleeve. That is 22 inches. Now the neck width and the neck depth is 3 inches by 1 for the back. Then on the sleeve opening here, the last part here, I went down by 1.5 inches. That is for our shoulder slant. So I did 1 inch for the depth of the back. For the front, we are going to leave that for now. So for sleeve opening, guys, I went down by 11 inches. That is where our hand, the opening of the sleeve, I went down by 11 inches. On that sleeve opening is where I'm going to put the round bust measurement. So that is why you see me ruling a line there. I'm going to put the round bust plus extra 4 inches. Plus extra 4 inches, yes, because it is a kaftan. It doesn't need to be tight on you. You can do 3 inches if you don't want it big. Yeah, so I'm going to put the same measurement all the way down so I can rule a straight line. After that, guys, just to get a curve, I'm going to go down by 1.5 inch from that sleeve opening and give it a slight curve before I cut off that excess. Now if you wanted to have a little bit of cow effect, you can just use your chalk and just give it a little bit of curve, so when you are cutting you have that slight curve. But if you don't want it, you can just cut it straight down. It is still okay. Now guys, I'm going to just mark 1/2 inch on that sleeve opening and I'll trace it to the shoulder. Yeah, this works for me whenever I'm doing something like this. It doesn't give me one foldy effect on the if I'm folding the sleeve. So for our band for the front, I'm going to mark 2.5 inches all the way down. That is where I will be putting the black crepe I use as band. So let's cut off the neckline of the back first. So after cutting, and I'm going to just add 1/2 inch to the shoulder, that will serve as shoulder allowance. I'm not cutting on the exact line you see me drew before. Yeah, so give your fabric shoulder allowance. By the time you sew, your neck won't be too tight or it won't be short. So this is me also cutting the 1/2 inch I took off from the sleeve opening, and I'm going to be cutting the curve. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not giving it a straight cut. I'm just giving it a little bit of a curve. Yeah, after that, guys, for our pocket, because this has a pocket, I went down from the shoulder by 17 inches. That is the waistline. From that waistline, I went down by 8 inches. I'm going to give it a notch. That would just indicate that that is where I'm going to fix my pocket. So go ahead and do yours like that. Then let's remove the back. So open it up and remove the back. The part where you put your chalk is going to be the front. Now this is me cutting off the 2.5 inches band. Remember, the neck wideness is 3 inches, but the band is 2.5. So just connect from that 3 inches and mark 2.5 all the way down. Then you cut it off. That band I cut off will serve as my sleeve band, because I'm not using the crepe for the sleeve band. So this is me folding 4 pieces of fabric, like folding my fabric into 4 for our pockets. Get your straight line, go down by 9 inches. Yeah, the pocket is 8 inches, but your pockets need to be bigger a little. Go down by 9 inches. Then the pocket is the easiest thing ever in this whole wide world. Just place your hand the way you see my hand placing, and just give it a curve. Now can you see, like as if you are dipping your hand inside the pocket? My hand is not straight. Yeah, so if I'm cutting also, I'm placing my hand on it so that I can get the curve I want. Can you see it? So that is how you are going to cut your pocket. Then go ahead and cut everything. Then because it is folded, divide it so you have 4 pieces. You have 4 pieces of pocket. So pocket is easy. We are done with the pocket. I'm going to show you guys how to fix the pocket now on your dress. Now give the upper part a notch. The 4 piece, give it a notch, so that when you are placing it on your fabric, you know that that part is the upper part. So take your fashion fabric and open it. We're going to place the pockets right now. So take one part of the pocket and place it right side facing right side, right side facing right side. So start from the notch, from the waist notch. Start from the notch, you place it that way, and you are going to pin it down. So you pin it down. I'm going to do that for the, it's going to be 4 pieces. Yeah, so the two sides are, they have pockets. So I'll place it on the other side and I'll pin. I'll take the back also, I'll place it and I'll pin. So soulmates, if you know you've watched to this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. Give me a like on this video, subscribe. There's a bell on my name. Yeah, click on, just click on that bell. It will notify you anytime I post a new video, so that you can watch it. And if you enjoy this tutorial, you can as well still drop a comment for me. Sometimes those comments, when subscribers see that there's a lot of comments on your page or your video, they'll want to watch, and if they see positive comments, they will want to subscribe. So kindly do that. Click on the subscribe button, drop a comment, and like this video. So we fix the pocket now. We are going to just sew a straight line. Sew it. After sewing, I went ahead to join the shoulder to the back, front shoulder to the back shoulder, and I've also run a stitch on that pocket to secure it down. So now let's sew the sides. Yeah, so I'm going to sew it with 0.75, but when I get to that pocket side, I'll sew with 1/2 inch. Then I'll now continue again with 0.75 all the way down. Do you understand? I'll continue all the way down. So this is the band. I'm going to place the band first before we sew the pockets. So go ahead and gum your band with paper gum or ST, so it will be a little bit, like it will be sturdy a little. So this is me cutting off the desired length. I'm going to cut for the two sleeve. Yeah, so after cutting for the 2 sleeve, I will join it. Then I will now, before I now join the sides. I hope you understand. So let's go and do that. After sewing, this is what we have, guys. I've gone ahead to give it a good press, and that is our pockets. You have enough space to put your hand inside. Now this is the inside of the pockets. Can you see it? Yeah. So we are going to fix our band right now. From the center of your back, you measure all the way down of the band. That is the length you use in cutting your band, and give it extra length in case. So I cut 3 inches. I removed 2.5 inches from the dress, but this black crepe is 3 inches because of half inches joining. Now there's something I normally do at the center of my back. I don't like it very big. I used to minus. If you check the thumbnail, you see that it is sitting perfectly. So I minus 0.75 from the center of the back where I'm going to fix the center of the back, and I just blend it into the rest of the band, so that when I fix the band on the dress, that is from the center, guys, you fold it into 2. You know, one side is going to be on one band on one side, the other side on the other side. Yeah, I hope you understand. Then I now cut it off. That way it will sit perfectly. I will not be having a very high band. I've done a tutorial like this before, guys. Yeah, so when I finish making it, the back of the band is looking very high. I don't want that. After that, guys, I now open it into 2. So if you don't have a very long band, you join it from the center of the back. So that part you join it will be at the center. So this is what I did. So when I open it up, yeah, you gum your band, yeah, before you do all of this. So for the neck opening, I went down by 15 inches. Yes, 15 inches is what I went down with, because so that I can pass through the neck of my clients. Don't do lesser than, because it will be very tight. From the starting of the band, yeah, I now mark where I want the opening to stop. So for the down opening, I did 45 inches. So I'm just going to be sewing from the 15 inches neck depth to the 45 inches length. So after sewing, guys, this is how it is. I've gone ahead to sew it, and you just fold it back. When you fold it back, you have something like this. It is easy when you are doing it, you understand. So that is the opening of the neck, and this is also the opening of the down part. So you're going to run a stitch to just secure everything together. So take your dress, fold your back, the shoulder together, so you can get the middle part of your back. Give it a notch. That is where you are going to start sewing your band from. This is a very simple and straightforward tutorial. So take your band, guys, yeah, from the, because there's a joining there, I already know that that is the center of my band. Then I'm going to place it that way, and I'm going to sew with ½ inch on both sides all the way down. After sewing, this is what we have, guys. So go ahead and hem your down part, and me, after this, I gave it to the stoning guy to stone it for my clients, and this is it. You can see that back I'm talking about. It is balanced. It is not looking very high. That is the sleeve, the neck opening. It is beautiful. Thank you, guys, for watching this tutorial. Thank you so much. I would see you all in my next tutorial. Bye. Love you, guys.